Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you're new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. Now I have a lot going on today, and the first thing I'm going to tell you about is on last Saturday, my son came from Albany to celebrate Father's Day and his father's birthday, which is on the 27th of June. And his girlfriend came down too. So we all went, me, his friends, obviously his dad, my other son, his wife, my grandson, and we all went to play, and my nephew, and we all went to play miniature golf. I did really well, and I never do well at miniature golf, but I did really, really well. I came in second, so not too bad. We had such a good time, and then afterwards we went out to Applebee's to eat and just had the best time. It was so nice spending time with family, being outside. The walking was a lot because we went to a place called Eisenhower Park, and where we had to park the car to where the miniature golf was about 3/4 of a mile away. And then you have to do all the walking for the miniature golf. So the next day, my calves, my hips, my thighs were killing me because obviously I don't exercise very much or enough where that was not going to happen. And it was so funny, but we had the best time. The baby was sitting on my grandson was sitting on my lap after I was done eating, and I'm just giving him kisses and loving on him and just having the best time, because today, Wednesday, was the day he had his tonsils, adenoids, and tubes in his ears, and it was really stressful. He had to be there at 6:30 this morning, and they got there around 6:05, and me and my ex-husband and her mother went, but her mother went by herself to drop her. She had to drop her one son off at work. And me and my ex-husband went, and we got there 2 minutes after they took him into the room to get him prepped, and we weren't able to see him prior to surgery. He was not happy, and did not want to go see the doctor. He did not want to change into his gown. He wanted to keep on his pajamas, and you just can't do that. They wouldn't let him bring his puppy in with him. That nowadays it's much different than when my kids had the tonsils and tubes and stuff like that out. You have scented or flavored anesthesia, and it's either bubblegum, cotton candy, strawberries, or fruit punch, and he picked strawberry, but he doesn't like anything on his face, and they gave him the mask to hold, but he was holding it too far away, so his dad had to hold it for him. My son had to hold it for him, and he was kicking his legs and not happy about being there. And then after they put the mask on is when they do the IV, which thankfully they don't do it while he's awake. And then he was in the recovery room with his parents for about an hour and a half, and we're still waiting outside. And I was getting so tired. I mean, I just love him so much, and I wanted to see him. And they called us and said, okay, he's being discharged. We stopped and got him a humidifier, which is what they asked us to pick up for him. And they do things so different now. You're allowed to eat ice cream when you get your tonsils out. Years ago, they said no dairy because of the phlegm. But he's allowed to do that. They want you to stay hydrated more than eat. He was starving when he got home. He was cranky, not in a bad way. I don't mean it like that. But he was like, Mima, my throat hurt. And I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. And he's like, look, I have boo-boo on hand. So I was like, do you want Mima to kiss it for you? And I did. And he said, Mima, no help. And I was like, oh, I am so sorry. I will buy you a house. What can I do to help you? And it was just so sad. I spoke to his parents just before I made this video, and he's eating some food, and he's staying hydrated, which is the most important thing they told us, because you can bleed if you don't stay hydrated, and that's when you can run fevers. So they said anything over 101.5, we had to call the doctor. He has to have drops in his ears, 5 drops in each ear twice a day. And they go in and they use more robotic type things than cutting like they used to do. So hopefully he'll recover quickly from that. The anesthesia is still in his system, so he might be better today than he will be 2 days from now when everything's out of his system. He hasn't gone to sleep yet. And hopefully he will soon, because he needs to get some rest. And I want to thank you all for your words of encouragement, your prayers, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it, and that is the way my week has been going so far. So thank you so much for watching. If you're sending any prayers or positive vibes our way, we do appreciate it. We take all that into us in our hearts, and we send it right back to you. Thank you so much for all your love and support and your friendship and your kindness. I could not get through this without all of you, and I appreciate you. So be happy, be healthy, be blessed, but most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.